Hurricane Katrina was the deadliest and most destructive Atlantic tropical cyclone of the 2005 Atlantic hurricane season. Approximately 40% of the oysters consumed by Americans comes from Louisiana, and about 2/3 of that harvest has either been significantly or catastrophically impacted. The storm surge caused substantial beach erosion, in some cases completely devastating coastal areas. The damage from Katrina forced the closure of 16 wildlife refuges. As a result, the hurricane affected the habitats of many species. Most of all, oysters. Jim Gosson is the chairman and founder of Louisiana Foods, a Houston-based seafood distributor that is the largest in all of Texas. Jim is afraid that unless Louisiana and Gulf Coast fishing communities are willing to change how they do business, the whole seafood industry could be lost.
For oysters, I think what it was is that the hurricane damaged the reefs, but that wasn't the big problem. I think the biggest problem was the demand for them, because after the hurricane, people weren't coming here to eat. And then, of course, then the oil spill comes.
The BP oil spill was considered the largest accidental marine oil spill in the history of the petroleum industry. Following the explosion and sinking of the Deepwater Horizon oil rig, a seafloor oil gusher flowed for 87 days. Due to the month-long spill and the adverse effects from the response and cleanup activities, there was extensive damage to marine and wildlife habitats. Fishing and tourism industries were devastated, and human health problems have continued through 2013.
I don't know if you've heard, but the Louisiana oyster industry has kind of been through a lot. We've been through wars, we've been through hurricanes, we've been through droughts, we've been through a lot of freshwater kill, we've been through everything. We're gonna make it through this too. We're gonna have solutions. We're gonna come up with
Is this the worst you've seen it?
Oh yeah.
But we're in a community where it's all about the oyster and preserving it, and it's become more so with some of these crazy things that's happened in Louisiana in our lifetime. Katrina, right after the storm, there was national media started saying it'd be generations before they'd ever see oyster beds, if they'd see them again. Just out of left field. It was so inaccurate, but everyone heard that.
After Katrina, the access to getting them was cut in half. Even now, after the oil spill, we still don't have, half of what we can fish from.
On one hand, I think the oyster, it's almost like humans. I mean, it has an incredible capacity to survive and adapt. And, and our oysters certainly have been able to do that.